Mr. Ryan, what a chilly winter's morning. Oh, that Tajiti's
Lemoinii
smells beautiful and amazing colour. Here we are in midwinter and it's still doing its thing.
Bright yellow, great plant.
We did a video about that, which I will link up here, but that is not what we're here for, Mr. Ryan, is it not?
We are here to talk about a plant that suffers from terribly bad press.
Ah, and you love a plant with bad press.
Yes, the Aucubas.
Aucuba.
Yes, the spotty laurel, which is often used to hide public lavatories.
As it should, but I love it.
I do too. I think it brings a bit of light and colour into dark, shady corners.
An otherwise tawdry existence.
Yes.
But that is not the sort that caught my eye because it is one with amazing red berries.
Yes, this is a variety I imported from America some years ago, and it goes under the name of Aucuba japonica. We all know that means from Japan.
Because we did a video about Latin names, I'll link that here
Yeah,
too.
exactly. And the cultivar name with this one is longifolia.
Ah, let's go and have a look.
All right, what a good idea.
Oh, Tajiti's. Here we are, Mr. Ryan. There she is. Look at that.
Fantastic plant.
So I'm going to get some. Sorry.
Destroying my bushes. It has the most beautiful berries, it grows in shade, and it is Aucuba japonica longifolia.
Longifolia, meaning,
Long leaves.
ta-da, I am almost a Latin scholar.
Yeah.
Now, I did think this was a coffee plant, forgive me, because it's stunning colour. So what does it like? How big does it grow? Tell us.
All right, it grows to 2 to 2.5 metres tall ish. So it's not a hugely
7 to
big
8
truck.
feet.
Yep. It's just one of those sort of interesting foliage plants that you just don't see around much. And in its female form like that, wonderful berries.
It does indeed. And you have referred to this in the feminine.
Yes, because it is a female plant.
Why do we know that? Because she is with child.
Yeah, she has berries, so there you go.
But what does a lady plant need to become with child?
Now,
this is a
something-
laboured metaphor.
Yeah, it is rather a laboured metaphor, and most of you will have guessed by now, it needs a boyfriend.
She needs a boyfriend.
She does.
Should we go in search of a husband?
What a good
This
idea.
is like a Jane Austen novel for Lady Aucuba. Where could her boyfriend be?
Just over there somewhere. Let's go and
Let's
have a
go
look at
meet him. Here we are in the marital bed, Mr. Ryan.
We certainly are. Her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend, ta-da. Now, he's not the most flash-looking of gentlemen.
No, he's got handsome leaves,
He does have handsome leaves.
but he has flowers of no particular merit. He's a big bulky bush, and he doesn't do anything but pollinate my girl ones, but how good are they?
How good are that? Now, let's just talk about the distance between them. It's probably about 2 meters, which is about 7.5 feet.
Yeah.
What's the imperative for their closeness?
Now, they don't have to be that close.
No.
Mine are because I wanted to use them as a screen, so I've planted them all quite close together.
Yep.
As long as there's sort of a view through from one plant to the other, so they could be quite some distance apart.
Yeah.
But if I planted one on the other side of the house, it wouldn't probably pollinate because there's no direct flight pattern for the insects or anything like that.
So the bees have got to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
goodness.
So they can be sort of sprinkled around the garden, and that's fine. But they're perfectly happy being cheek by jowl.
Cheek by jowl, and in a bee flight line, which is a whole nother episode of pollinating.
Yeah.
Both of these are in shade, I would say reasonably deep shade. What's their optimum position then?
All right, shade is the optimum. They will burn or bleach if they're out in full sun. So the shadier it is, probably the better as far as Aucubas are concerned. They're happy with high light levels, but they don't want any direct sun on them.
Right.
They'll also cope with droughty conditions, so root-infested shade will work quite well.
Wow.
They are also very good tub specimens on shady verandas and such like.
Wow, great to know.
Yeah, and they can even be an indoor plant as well, so they can sort of double as an indoor plant too. So you could take one inside and have it as an indoor plant.
And do all of them need male, female, or there are any that entertain themselves?
Yes, well, there is one that I know of that is basically self-entertaining. There is a cultivar being sold around. We can get it in Australia. I know it's available in America and England. It's a semi-dwarf one. It rarely grows above waist height.
Yep.
It has good glossy green leaves, no variegation, and it seems to be self-pollinating. So an isolated plant of that one, which is called Rozannie, possibly the option if you're really strapped for space and you still want to have the Aucuba with berries.
Or a tub specimen, because that'd be fantastic.
Yep.
Wow, well, it is a beauty. And so very useful in terms of dark shade, and it is midwinter, and we have this incredible display of bright red berries. And so The other obvious benefit is it is midwinter here in your garden in Mount Macedon, and look at the bright redness of the berries. So how long do they last on the bush?
All right, these have started to ripen in the last month or so, so
Yep.
they've been red for about a month. They will still have red berries on them, which will then fall to the ground in due course, till September-ish.
Wow, it's another 2 months. So that's about a 3-month lifespan.
Yep, which is not bad going, considering the bush still looks quite pleasant the rest of the year.
And then that's taking us into early spring when other things start to do their magic thing. So it's a great, amazing colour for this time of year. Mr. Ryan, Aucuba.
Yes.
You love a plant with bad PR.
Yes, well, exactly.
Or a lost and forgotten plant. And if you do, then do hit subscribe and follow our every adventure, because we post every week to discover more about plants that Mr. Ryan might feel need better PR.
Yes, exactly. So do come along with us again.
We look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, cheerio.
Bye all.